Welcome to another new video with Yui. If this is your first video on my channel, do know one thing, and that is I'm here to help you in starting your design or creative journey with the use of free program and tools like Photopea, OpenToonz, and more. So, in case you're ready to embrace the journey, don't forget to subscribe to stay updated. As for our tutorial for today, this time, with the help of OpenToonz, I will show you a super easy method to do this colorful effect. Are you ready? Then, let's get into it.
Previously on
Yui Design. To start with, you will have to separate the project that you wish to apply the effect in. For my image case, it will be the light stick. Each light stick will be on a different layer. For the separation process, I used this editing program called Photopea to fix my image the way I wanted it to be. Then, with the help of the brush tool, I recolored the original picture, filling the gaps. When everything is done, it is time to export each part as a transparent background PNG formatted file. For our second part, all our work will be done in OpenToonz. So make sure it is open and ready on your device. Oh, and if you had any problem in the previous step related to the separation process, check this video that explains the program and the greatest tool to work with as simple as possible. Back to our tutorial. You will first have to create a new scene with the size you wish to work with. I went with 1080 both height and width. To import your image in the program, make sure to switch to the browser panel and drag and drop all your materials over to this space here. Then, switch back to the drawing panel. I like to rename my layers to keep everything clean and easy to work with. Double check if your layers are in the right order. If you found yourself unsure of the order, go back to your Photopea project and check how they were ordered and reorganize them the same way. To resize the project, select all layers. Then switch the animate tool to scale to make it bigger. Then position to place it in the way you find suitable. When done, it's time to fix the timeline to the amount of time you wish the animation to play. Again, select all three layers, then pull this gray arrow to the timing you want. You will notice I have made mine 90 seconds, but if you're following the tutorial, make it 60 because I will later on reduce the amount and I don't want you to get confused with it. So, with the timeline on 60 seconds, switch your screen to Cinematic. This panel here is all about adding effects. Each box connected to the X sheet is actually one of our layers. It might look different, but it is all the same. Find the box of one of your sticks, and to add the effects, you can either right-click on the wanted box and find Add FX, or right-click on any place in the empty area. The effect we will be using is within Image Adjust category. Our path for colorful effect is by choosing RGB fade. When the effects are added, make sure to connect them the same way I do. Notice how I deleted the extra wire connected to the X sheet? It is very important to delete it to get the effect working. Double check that your project looks the same way as mine. After adding the effect, you will notice that a black color has covered the light stick. If you don't see it, it is probably because you forgot to turn the render option on from this eye icon. Clicking on any of the effect boxes will show you these options. Changing the black color will also change the light stick color. For our next step, it will be adding a keyframe on the timeline each time we change the color of any of the two light sticks. Change your viewpoint to animation. In this panel down here, you will find both the added effects. Clicking on any of the two folders will change between the two of them. You see this function editor window. This is where we'll be adding our keyframes to indicate at which time the color will change. Yup, the same way as how timeline works. On the first frame, and with one of the effects window opened, click the diamond icon to create the effect key. and choose what color you want. Move more in the timeline and repeat the steps. Hit the diamond shape, change the color, and repeat. This is how the timeline will look like when you are done. If you go ahead and hit the play button, remember to have the eye icon turned on, of course. Wow, how colorful! For the other stick, you will have to open its effect panel and start adding different colors each time you place a keyframe. This is how mine looks like when it's done. To export your beautiful project piece, look at the upper menu, find Render, and choose either Fast Render to MP4 or Output Setting to adjust it to the format you want, like making a GIF instead of MP4. Choose where you want to save your project, then hit Render. Ta-da! We are done! Of course, you can add more impact to your project by animating it just like I did. Good job on keeping up with Yui. Let me know in the comments if you loved this tutorial and if you have any further questions. The like button is close too. Remember to click it to help this video reach more and more people in need. Also, feel free to check out my Ko-fi page, which features tons of game designs you can download and use on your devices. Hope you had a fruitful watch. Yui is out.